Key news, you guys. 70 hefty armed soldiers were arrested setting combat position in Ghana. They are from Burkina Faso. And this have actually gotten a lot of Ghanaians asking that the Ghana forces should tighten up the border, not just for Nigerians alone, but from other African countries, because it may seem like though that some other African countries are secretly envious of Ghana, allegedly. So it's not just Nigerians that this border should be closed for other African countries, because 17 soldiers were being apprehended, you guys, yesterday. So we are going to be checking out this video and see how people are reacting.
First of all, so this just came in. So 17 men from Burkina Faso dressed in army uniforms have been arrested in Wuru in the Sisala East district. Now, according to them, they were soldiers picking coordinates, but they actually lost their navigation and they ended up in Wuru in Ghana. Now, a lot of you may not know this, but terrorism is very, very rampant and very high in Burkina Faso. That's why I understand Akufo-Addo. He saw it, he went and reported Burkina Faso to America, so he does not care. Anyways, so the 17 of them were arrested alongside their ammunitions, and so communication started between Ghana and Burkina Faso. Now, the said persons who claim to be soldiers actually said they mistakenly crossed the line into Ghana. Now, I look at them, if you see the people, me say that's whether they are soldiers, because me safe, I have more muscle mass than them. So there was a communication between the Ghanaian embassy in Burkina Faso and the Ghanaian army. So they called the 17 names of the arrested persons to the Ghana embassy in Burkina Faso. They checked and they found out that yes, they were really in the army. So they were released and the ammunition was given back to them. Anyways, when Akufo-Addo was in power, he did not have a good relationship with Burkina Faso. But since Mahama came, there have been good relationship. All right, so let's see. It's still a developing story though, but they have been released. They have been released because they claim it was a mistake. Their names were confirmed, and it was found out that they are really in the Burkinabè army.
Did 17 soldiers from Burkina Faso really just cross over into Ghana? Well, that's what multiple Ghanaian news outlets are saying. Allegedly, they were armed with grenades, sandbags, and heavy weapons. They were spotted by Wuru near Upper West border. So the story is that locals clocked it, Ghanaian forces moved in, and the men were detained. And then they were quietly sent back. There's no BBC, Reuters, or AFP coverage, but City Newsroom, MyJo Online, and Yen all reported it. And international outlets sometimes move slow on African stories that don't go viral. That's why we asked the questions. So according to the story, the men told Ghanaian officials that they were Burkinabè soldiers on routine patrol who got lost. But there's no official statement from Burkina Faso's government, no ownership, no apology, and a lot of silence. And in this region, silence isn't neutral. Some say it was a mistake. Others think it could be a tactic, a soft probe to maybe test Ghana's response, not to invade, but to see if we step past the line, will you stop us or will you stay quiet? If you recall, Burkina Faso recently held Nigerian soldiers after an unauthorized landing and called it a violation of sovereignty. But now, with their own soldiers allegedly inside Ghana, no comment. That shift in tone says a lot. And here's the thing. Ghana is peaceful, but not soft. It's actually one of the most stable countries in the region. But it's also part of ECOWAS and one of the last democratic holdouts in a region shifting towards military rule. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have all left the bloc and built their own alliance, pulling closer to Russia. So Ghana's not just defending its own land, it's actually holding the line for the region. And pressure like this could force choices. Do we escalate or risk confrontation? Or keep the peace and risk looking exposed? And if this keeps happening, Ghana will need to start spending more on border defense, drones, intelligence, and that means less public cash for schools, roads, healthcare, and budgets get tighter, priorities shift, and northern regions could see more checkpoints, fewer trade routes. Food prices would then rise, movement slows, local economies get squeezed, and investor confidence, well, it wobbles. Because no one wants to put money in a region that feels unstable. And Ghana's already under financial pressure. I mean, it's managing debt, under IMF support, restructuring bonds and meeting targets. So if defense spending rises, Ghana could be forced to make trade-offs, not necessarily because it wants to, but because strategy demands it. This isn't about a few men potentially crossing the line. It's about what that line protects. Ghana is walking a tightrope, not between weakness and strength, but between reaction and restraint. And silence in this case might not mean peace. It might mean pressure. Let's talk in the comment section. What do you think this move really means, if it's happened at all? I mean, I'm still hoping the reports are wrong.
The leadership of Ghana must make an effort to tighten the security at our various borders. The security of this country is at risk. A war is about to happen in a country in West Africa here, and most of the people will be moving to Ghana. There would be a lot of security issues in Ghana. The moment they enter here, there's going to be a lot of security issues in Ghana. Attack on churches, attack on public gatherings and events. So our leaders shouldn't take this as a joke. They must make an effort, and the presidency must make an effort to protect the security of this country. Okay, and they should do well to fight against corruption. If not, there will be a lot of attack on them too.
First of all, this Burkina Fulani girl in Ghana is complaining that the Ghana Security Service are deleting their cattle. Now, before I answer her, let me say this. I don't care if this will make you dislike me. I don't care. Fulanis are not indigenous to Ghana. Fulanis are not indigenous to the Ghanaian land. You guys are from Burkina. You guys are from Somalia. You guys are not Ghanaians. Stop forcing it. You will never ever be Ghanaians. Stop being delusional Fulanis. That's not the fact that they accepted you here does not mean that you are a Ghanaian. You will never be indigenous. It's that simple. So some cattle went astray, and the Ghana Security Service went ahead, surround them, and deleted all of them. Now, I'm not surprised this happened because they were warned. Stray cows will be slaughtered, fed to prisoners. Ghana mayor wants. So they'll be warning them, keep your cows in check. In Ghana, you either ranch your cattle or you lose them. This is Tema Committee 22. Look at them. Just look at them. And then you refuse to ranch your cattle. If the Ghana Security Service enforce the laws, then you'll be crying. In the Volta region, that's what they used to do. These cows would go into people's farm and destroy their crops. And so the Volta farmers decided to come back. They took drastic actions, and now those things will happen in Volta region again. If you allow one person, the other one wants to do it. And now, madam, when she was talking, she said, ECOWAS you need to allow free movement. President Mama will not do anything. You guys are not indigenous. Either you rent your cattle or you send them back to Burkina. If you cannot send them back to Burkina, send them to another country. But in Ghana here, it's a law-abiding nation. The laws work. If you cannot go according to the laws will take its course. Rent your cattle or you lose them. Why?
Did you hear what he said? He said, Ghana is law-abiding country. And if you don't want to keep the law, then law will take its course. I love that line. I love that line. That line got me so much. He said, Ghana is law-abiding country, and if he doesn't want to obey the law of Ghana, then the law will take its course. Then let's dive into the real gist. Did you hear what that guy said? He was explaining of the video the Fola girl did, emotional blackmail video, making it look like Ghanaians or Ghanaian government is treating them bad. Thereby, they are the one going against the law. The mayor or maybe the government official who knows or who sees of livestock or agriculture made a public statement. That was in April, letting anybody who is rearing cattle or anybody who is into livestock business in Ghana that grazing is not allowed anymore. So it must be a system of ranching. So you have a place where you keep your animals, then give them whatever they want. Carrying cattle all around the streets or disturbing the society is no more allowed in Ghana. And this law was passed, and this information was passed, and everybody had it. But this set of people continue and refuse to listen to this instruction. So here in Ghana, they're not saying your papa, so they have to do what they need to do. According to what this guy said, he said that if you don't hear or if you refuse to obey the law, then the law will take it. So as the law took its costs on them, so the Fuller girl came with their emotional video, making it look like they are being maltreated or they are being treated bad. But here's what I want to say: the point and the information I want to give you is that you see all these things that is already happening now. Mind you that there have not been any katakata or any issue all along. It started all just because of citizenship. And when Mama said no to whatever promise he made to them during the election, since then it has been from one complaint to the other. Listen, now they were told not to do overgrazing rate of cattle, but they refused. Now the law took its course. They are emotionally blackmailing people or the audience or the public, looking like they are being treated bad in Ghana. But that is not it. Why they are doing all this, and they are keeping record of what they are going to use against you, Ghanaian, when you finally fall the victim of giving them the citizenship. When they have that equal rights that you as a Ghanaian have, you will see what they can do. It's either you believe or you disagree with me, but here's the thing: keep my videos. If you make that mistake, it will trend again by then. See, these people are very, very strategic. I've been saying it. Why is it now that see every Eke market day, every week, every 2 weeks, there will be another complaint of these people, of what government did to them, of what Ghanaian did to them. Meanwhile, they have never been any sense. Because they're opening their eyes. They clearly told you guys that they are no more followers of yesterday, they are followers of today. They are cooking a lot for you guys, Ghanaian. They are preparing of what they are going to do. The mistake you guys will make is granting them this citizenship to have equal rights with you as law demands. See, if you do that mistake, that is the genesis of your own mystery. It's better you stand on your ground. And I love the fact, did you hear what that guy said? He said that even Muhammad cannot do anything. That shows that the people own the power in Ghana, not the other way around. That is why, as a president or whatever you think you are representing in government, you don't have that ultimatum power to do whatever you want to do. It is for people to decide. The majority voice is what they use to take decision in Ghana. Anyway, I just want you to know that they are doing everything possible to have what they want. And when they have what they want, then they will come with plan B. They will come with plan B. Be smart, be observant, and they shout, keep my video, save it. Because if these greedy politicians mistakenly grant these people citizenship, now go see. You heard what that guy said in that video, that in Volta region, they used to go and destroy people's crop. But when people retaliate, that was when that one stopped. Because of all these funds are back. You know, in Nigeria, they call it herders and farmers. Liars. They know what they are up to. They know what they are planning. This is how they started in Nigeria until they granted them to become part of Hausas, which they are dealing with Hausas today. They will go to their farm, buy them, and lead them in their farm, and take a picture and a video and post it online. And nothing will happen because they are now citizens in Nigeria. Use your brain. Be smart. Learn from us.
Yeah, so guys, you see, I don't know who this man is. I don't know where he comes from. Like, I don't just know who this man is. But you see, these are some of the things that, you know, our elderly people do, and then when we the younger ones come to speak about it or speak against it, they see us as disrespectful, or they see us as, you know, rebellious people. In 2026, that you have majority of Ghanaian youth speaking out and calling on the leaders of Ghana, the leaders of this country, to focus on our border control, to focus on what comes into our country and what goes out. When you look at the, you know, neighboring African countries around us, looking at the insecurities in all this country, this time that you have youth of Ghana calling for the president and calling for the leaders of Ghana to make sure our borders are all closed and to make sure we protect the citizens in the space of Ghana. This is a man with gray hair publishing that in few days no borderless Africa is going to start in Accra. Daddy, let me call you daddy with all due respect, and to all the grown-up men in Ghana with gray hairs, Mepamacho, I don't want to speak against you guys because you are adults and you are old enough to be our fathers, but we beg you guys, if you guys are finding interest in any African country you want to go and stay, there's no problem. Pack your family members, pack your children, your 2-3 wives, go to those African countries, go and stay there. If you want to buy properties there, go. You don't have any problem. But you see, with the future generation, we are more wiser than before now. Today, look at the influx of non-Ghanaians in Ghana, and look at the impact, the negative impact this is causing in Ghana. Go to our market spaces occupied by non-Ghanaians. Our mini businesses Ghanaians will do occupied by non-Ghanaians. Go on the streets, HIV rates increasing on a daily basis because you have people just bumping into Ghana without any control. And we, the young people that are the future of this country, we are calling out for our borders to be checked. And daddy, I call you daddy because I don't know how to, like the best may do attend. But you see this thing that you people want to do, we won't allow it happen in Ghana. When you go out 4, we will go out 10. No borderless Africa. If Africa will do borderless, Ghana is not part. Not in 2026. Thank you very much.
You guys, I feel at this point, other African countries, not just Ghana, not just Nigeria, everybody should tighten up their border because I don't even know what is going on. Those guys were actually captured, with their bags, their ammunitions, their guns, and all that. They are actually from Burkina Faso, setting out combat in Ghana, and these have actually gotten a lot of people panicking, calling on the Ghana police force, Ghana police service, calling on the president, the army and all that. Unfortunately, they were being captured. And according to the news getting to us, they actually sent their name to Burkina Faso and authority, and they actually confirmed that these guys were actually their soldiers. Currently, they've been sent back to Burkina Faso. But at the moment, I don't know what is going on. African countries are trespassing, and it's like the border is becoming tightened up. Like, you don't just come and trespass with your forces, setting up combat in people's country without proper, arrangement with the country if they actually need you. Or what is it? Is there anything going on that other African countries does not know, or is there anything going on that I don't even understand? But yeah, this is actually getting a lot of Ghanaians panicking, and I love the system. I love the way they actually unharm them, took out their guns, everything from them before making arrangements to call the Burkina Faso. At first, the Burkina Faso authority did not respond. They did not do anything until Ghana authority took it serious, and they responded with the names that they sent to them, confirming that these guys are their soldiers, and they've taken them back to Burkina Faso. But at the same time, I just feel like countries should be more careful when it comes to trespassing. It's not getting funny currently. With the current thing happening, we just have to be careful. Currently, I don't know if I should say that Ghana actually has other secret enemies, okay, other secret African country envying Ghana apart from Nigeria, allegedly. So at this moment, I just feel like Ghana should tighten up the borders. That is what people are requesting for. The Ghana immigration, tighten up your borders, not just for Nigerians alone, but for other foreign countries too, other foreigners too, not just Americans, not other foreigners. There's other African country. We all anything can come from anywhere, and Ghana is not always ready. They are ready for peace, not ready for war. So at this moment, I would say, what do you think on the comment section about the current situation? I'm simply Lilian. Please do well by liking this video, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. I'll see you on my next one.